Welcome to Love and Lies Audio, where people share their unapologetic stories of survival, betrayal, and heartbreak. I climbed out of the transport plane onto American soil, praying for relief, even happiness. 14 months in a desert that consumed men had toughened me, trusting my body but not my heart. I carried with me a letter in my pocket, penned by my 8-year-old son weeks ago, and it burned like embers in my hands. Dad, I miss you. Mom has a sleepover friend. He gets mad when I ask questions about you. I'm good, but I'm bad sometimes too. Please come home soon. The words cut me. Months of war, months of life or death decisions, and nothing had hurt as this. My own son, my Travis, scared and hiding, kept quiet by someone else instead of me. Driving down my street, the tension was mounting. The roads I knew were the same, but the houses, our home, looked abandoned. Fading paint, neglected yards, and horror of horrors, a black Mustang taking the space where my truck always sat. I snuck out slowly, my heart racing, and there he was, my son, kneeling in the backyard, scrubbing a pair of scuffed leather boots with bruised arms, shoulders slumped like he'd been whipped into submission. And then I spotted him, the man who had stood in for me, Derek, coming out of the kitchen, his hands filled into my military jacket like some prize. "Those boots better be spotless, or you're not having dinner tonight," he sneered. My blood ran cold. This was not betrayal. This was abuse. And Candy, my wife, the woman whose smile had been my home, she wasn't defending him. She had let this occur. I knelt next to Travis, resting a hand on his small shoulder. His eyes met mine, his gaze full of relief and terror. "It's okay, son, I'm here. Nobody's gonna hurt you," I whispered. He trembled but didn't shoo me away. And then I promised myself that I would dismantle this nightmare, piece by piece. Somewhat later that night, I finally stood face to face with Candy. She tried to smile, tried to play cool. "Ryan, you're home early," she fibbed, voice too tight, eyes too cold. "I read the letters," I said to her, my voice steady. Her face fluttered, guilt, fear, maybe even contempt. I could see it all in her eyes. And then the phone beeped. "Can't wait to see you tonight." It hit me like a bullet. The new friend wasn't a friend. Derek. They took everything from me, betrayed me, and it was personal. I could feel the anger welling up, but I swallowed it. My son needed me to remain calm, strong. I lay awake, observing, eavesdropping. Each movement, each hushed word, each incautious laugh, they all spoke volumes. Candy and Derek believed they had me, my house, my son, my life. They were mistaken. Over the next few days I observed, learning their routines, noting weaknesses. Derek was arrogant, sloppy. Candy was distracted, addicted to the rush of deception. I gathered it all, every piece of information. I prepared. Each step, each word, each glance counted. And Travis, I stole seconds with him, teaching him little acts of defiance, promising him he was loved, that he was not guilty. His bravery was my encouragement. He was why I would not lose. Then the evening, I moved like a specter, every step planned, every breath measured. Derek thought he was unstoppable. Candy thought she was safe in her fantasy world. But I was prepared. I challenged Derek initially, pinned him down with facts he hadn't thought of, knife-sharp words. He hesitated, then his arrogance gave way to fear. I made sure he knew there was a cost for every moment of suffering he had caused. Candy watched, horrified, as I revealed the secrets she had tried to keep secret. The abuse, the manipulation, the betrayal, revealed. And at that moment, I realized vengeance was not cruel. It was about justice, about taking what was mine, about protecting what mattered most. When it was done, I hugged Travis close. We had lived, but we had reclaimed our lives as well. Candy and Derek no longer existed, taken away from the life that I would now rebuild. My son and I entered a house once again home, gradually filling it with trust and laughter. I had fought on foreign ground, but this fight, the fight for my son, for my family, for justice, was one I would never lose. I had returned as a soldier, but I was still a father, and I would never let anything take him from me again. Thanks for sticking around until the end. The point is, however much betrayal cuts deep, reclaiming your life and protecting the people you love is the biggest victory. If this made you feel something, subscribe to Love and Lies Audio, where every story proves justice and courage can be louder than silence.